Good. Committing to something, being explicit about what we're trying to do, and seeing it work, it is invaluable, because then you have that confidence and you can say, well, it worked then, so we'll just do the same thing, run around the same loop, and there's no reason to think that it won't work. The closer you get, obviously, the more confidence you have that it's going to be okay. I think also, I've said this before, but like the really high standards of performance that, not that you expected necessarily, but that you aspired towards for me, meant that every sort of new grade has actually seemed like progressively less of a jump. So there is probably quite a lot of work up front. I mean, I'm not patting ourselves on the back and saying we've got this nailed now, so I don't think we have. I think it's a work in progress. But if you look at the way you go about this stuff now versus when I first began, it's night and day in terms of approach.
Yeah, it sounds good. And I mean, all the way along, you've been really consistent with those things. So as you say, it's not in the bag yet. And grade 8 is only the start of things as well. You've got 4 diplomas after that, and you've got an infinite world after that. So, it's kind of grade 8 is like, it's a really, really major hurdle. And, whenever you get that, there's going to be a huge sense of achievement and accomplishment, of course. And it's just working up towards that. But because you're now at that stage where it's insights, I think it has got there as a result of, you never want to cut corners. You always want to be like, come with questions of problems. I've got a problem, help me solve it. You confront programs, you don't run away from them, and you're being consistent in your practice and things like side pieces as well, and you've been prepared to take risks. And in that last assessment that you did, it seemed like you were doing that, which is really hard to do. I mean, most of us want to run away from problems or want to run away from risk because we don't feel safe. It exposes what we are. But it seems that sort of